Hey, welcome to the continuing winemakers series here at the Wine of the Month Club. And boy, what an exciting! We're here at Tre Bicchieri, the great show. This is I think the fourth in this couple of weeks, right? It's the last stop, right?
Last stop in America.
In America. We're here with Giuseppe. I didn't catch your last name. Giuseppe
Carros.
Carros.
A Sardinian name.
Sardinian.
Because I come from Sardinia.
Oh, it's interesting to me. The Sardinian wines are becoming very popular these days.
It's true.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Also because the quality is higher in the last years, so
Well, what's fascinating is the indigenous grapes.
Yeah, a lot of indigenous grapes.
Yeah.
There's a Cannonau, for example.
I just did a Monica.
Monica.
Yeah, Monica.
Okay. Oh, you know very well.
Yes.
So also the Sardinian wines.
Pedera Monica is a very good wine. Anyway, so we're here. Now, Tre Bicchieri is an Italian periodical that evaluates wines, and I'm fascinated because I didn't know much until now, and now we're talking about. So tell me about the history of the book and the quantity of wines and sort of the process. What happens?
Okay. So this is the book. This is the last edition.
Yeah.
Every year, more or less, 70 contributors taste in each region in Italy more than 40,000 wines.
That's amazing. It has to be. Is it the biggest in the world?
I think so.
I think it is.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know why, is just 22,000 wines are rating in the last edition. Okay, because just.
Yeah. So how come?
Yeah, because we start with the 40,000.
Yes.
So.
Okay, so you
50%.
half the wines were eliminated right away.
Eliminated, yeah.
Yes. And then you now evaluate.
And we start to tasting after Vinitaly. So we start after the first week of April, and we continue in May, June, and July.
So what?
We finish in July, and the most important part of the guide is on the 2 weeks in July, because the best wine in each region comes in Rome, and we organize the final tasting.
In Rome.
In Rome.
Wow.
So in the final tasting, we are a very important panel. We taste more or less 1,000 wines.
That's amazing.
White, sparkling, red, and dessert.
And how many people on the panel?
5.
Wow, really?
5. Yeah.
And you all taste 1,000
All.
wines.
Yeah. In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, yeah.
Well, that's still challenging.
80 wines each day.
A day, okay.
Each way, yeah. And
Fascinating.
thanks to this kind of tasting, in this year, 447 Tre Bicchieri. So less than
440, less than 50% of Tre Bicchieri, but
yeah.
now the other 553 are they?
It's important. Is our underline with the due bicchieri, but are in red, because for us is.
So the minimum is what? 1 bicchieri?
1 bicchieri for us is a good wine.
Yes.
For each denomination. 2 bicchieri, it's optimum wine. As a 3 bicchieri is excellent wine. But with the 2 bicchieri rossi, cioè 2 bicchieri underlined in red, it's a 2 bicchieri obviously, but it came in the final tasting.
Yes.
So it's almost 3 bicchieri.
So, and you're tasting or no?
Yeah, I'm tasting.
So, I taste my 30th year. I taste every Tuesday.
Tuesday.
My father started the business in 1972. He started Tuesday nights with doctors who supported his business, and now he became a wine guy. And so when I bought it in 1988, every Tuesday from 9:30 to 2:30, I taste wine. Never missed a Tuesday in 30 years, except when I'm sick or out of town.
Oh, wow.
I taste about 75 wines every Tuesday, 65, 70.
Okay.
So I understand the pace. It's very difficult. But what I try to find, this is what the question's about. If I'm going to taste a Sardinian Monica, I want it to taste like Sardinian Monica. And so my specialty is saying, well, this Barbaresco right here, which sells for $25 on the shelf, is pretty good wine, but there's another one that's only 15 that's just as good. That's my specialty, the price of the wine based on what's in it. So when you taste for this, are you just studying the grape and the region, make sure the terroir's there, no flaws, all the things that we look for in good wines, but is it terroir driven that you're looking for, or are you looking for everything?
We try to understand the perfect mix between the grape, and the terroir.
Yeah.
For us, for Gambero Rosso team, the terroir is very important. For example, we underline if with the Tre Bicchieri Verdi, look, these Tre Bicchieri Verdi are the part of Tre Bicchieri that came from organic or biodynamic viticulture. So for us, it's very important, the sustainable wineries, the organic viticulture, but it's more important that you recognize the terroir.
So
it's the reason why we make the blind tasting, but we know the vintage and we know the area of the production. So we don't know nothing about the producer, the name of the winery,
oh, that's interesting.
But we organize our tasting by denominazione, by appellazione.
Of course.
Okay.
So it's kind of a blind tasting because you're not talking about the manufacturer, but you know what character you're to be looking for because of it. For instance, I'm here with my cinematographer, and we're tasting some wines, and there's quite a few Sardinian wines here today, right? And I'm explaining, I said, you should get some Mediterranean salts and some savory character in some of these wines that are out near the coast that are bringing in this character. And it's
for example, I know very well the Sardinian wine because I'm from Sardinia, so I started to drink Sardinian wines a lot of years ago. It's important to say, for example, about the terroir, that Sardinia is an island, obviously, but there is some vineyard near the sea, so with the sand soils, but there is also in the Gennargentu Hills, some vineyards that came from
is that a hilly, is there a valley? Or
it's also over 700 meters of altitude.
Oh, okay,
so there are mountain wines, a kind of mountain wines, So
that's
so
very
different.
high, actually.
For example, the Monica grape grows just in the south part of Sardinia, so near Cagliari. There is also the denominazione Monica di Cagliari. But there is a Canonau grape. We have Canonau all over the region. But there is very, very different between Canonau near the sea and the Canonau from the hills.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And that's what we want to taste. So you're looking for that character, right?
Yeah.
So you try to figure that out.
We look for this character,
And not only that, and this is what's fascinating about what you're doing, the amount of indigenous wine grapes in Italy is voluminous, almost more than anywhere in the world, right? And one of my favorite wines to have, and I have trouble educating my clients and even my friends, is some of these indigenous white wines from Italy that just have extraordinary character. You can't say, oh, it tastes like, because it doesn't. It tastes like itself. That's what it's supposed to be. So how fascinating to keep track of all this, that you get the chance to try and understand it all, because it can't be that easy. And there's only 5 of you doing this. It's half the people get Tre Bicchieri, which everybody here says it's Tre Bicchieri. Now, does the American consumer understand this? A Chinese consumer, Japanese consumer, Italians, of course, the European consumer? Is it a popular thing?
Big question. I think that I don't know if you understand very well the question, but I think the strength of Italy is produce real wines. Real wines for me is respect with the indigenous grape and of the terroir. So if we try to make important wines, good wines, but we made the wines just to look the market, we make a mistake. We make a mistake.
Good.
It's better if we make a wines that have a character, a very, very real character. Also, if there is some, we say in Italy, not so precise smell, not so precise taste.
I get it.
But it's a real character. Because if I try to make wines that look just the market, I think the new world of wines are better than us.
I agree.
You understand me?
Yes, I get it.
Okay.
You're absolutely right. And I can tell you that, and I deal with, my business is mostly consumers that are used to paying $20, $10, $15 a wine. And I have premium wines as well. I even have the Rizzi in my office. But the direction of wine consumption in America is headed toward what you're saying. Wines of character, wines of value, of course, but expressive of what they are. And I can tell you that because in my industry, which has been filled with crap, I hate to say it. That's an Italian word? Crap? Junk? It's because this is true, they're bringing in €1 wines. And they're selling them as good wines. I mean, literally, they're telling people these are good, and you know they can't be. It's impossible, right?
Yeah, it's possible.
It's just junk. It's junk. And they bring it from Spain, Italy, France, all over, Germany. And the consumer's tired of it.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked the questions. I think that this, in the East Coast, probably more on the West Coast, but this kind of tasting and evaluation and rating is very important to the American market because people are headed to that direction. They want to know that the wine's of character. That it's not just some crap label of junk. That's what they're doing. It is what they're doing. Let them get the crap. What is it?
Crap.
I forgot what. Merde. So this is fascinating. So when is the final tasting? In July, you said?
At the end of July, the last 2 weeks of July.
And Vin Italy is June,
in August,
early June, right?
Sorry?
Vin Italy is early June?
No, it's early April.
April, oh yeah, I'm sorry. That's Vin Expo, okay.
After the final tasting in August, we stay in Rome. We don't go to the sea. We stay in Rome to write the guide.
So do you go to the Colosseum and everybody sits in a room and so that's
in August, nothing wines, just beer or cocktails.
Yeah,
but we have to write the guide because the first week of September we have to finish the guide. We presented the guide at the end of October with the Tre Bicchieri in Rome, and then we start our international tour.
Wow, that's great.
Tokyo, Shanghai, Beijing, and then in February and March here in America.
Okay, so that's part of the question. So Tokyo, I know the Japanese have a more sophisticated palate. They've been doing this longer than the Chinese.
I think so.
And so I wondered if the Chinese are embracing the Italian wines yet. They like their French Bordeaux, and that's what they like, their California cabs. But that's very fascinating. So how, and this is the last question.
Okay.
You have 5 people. Mark Newman told me he's part of the panel this year or next year?
Next year, yeah.
Yeah, that's congratulations to him.
This July.
That's amazing, really.
Yeah.
You have 5 people, and you have to now have an agreement on what you're going to say in the book. And that's not that easy to do, right?
No, it's not so easy.
Because everybody's got a different opinion and they have different characters. So, but this book is an agreement between the 5 people.
Yeah. It's very important this because it's a Gambero Rosso team. Obviously, there is an editor-in-chief, as Marco Sabellico and Gianni Fabrizio are the senior editor. But for us, it's important that is the reason is Tre Bicchieri.
Yeah.
We don't give to the consumers, to the public, a score.
Right. Yes. No, I like that better.
But between us, we give a score.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right.
We give a score because it's more easy to understand enter the team with the medium score if it's a Tre Bicchieri or not. But the score is it's a secret.
Yes.
Okay.
No, we're going to talk about it.
Okay. So for us,
but you agree eventually that this is the top.
After 90, the score 90 is a Tre Bicchieri.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
for example, we know that Barbaresco from Rizzi is a Tre Bicchieri, but our customers don't know if we take 90, 92, 94.
Right.
It's a Tre Bicchieri.
Well, the 100-point score is kind of too much anyway, right?
Yeah.
But so
it's important for us, the panel, the team.
Does all 5 people have to give it 90 plus, or does it 3 people get majority?
The majority, of course.
Very good.
Okay.
Giuseppe, been a pleasure talking with you about the whole
pleasure for me.
Hope to see you soon. When we get out we need to come back to Verona and go to Vin Italy and then catch up and have some wine together.
The first day in Vin Italy, we organize the Tre Bicchieri tasting.
Great. Good. We'll see you
on
then.
Sunday. Perfect. Okay.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers.